What's up, my Scorpios, and welcome or welcome back to Cards for Hire. So, my Scorpios, let me just stay. Okay. Let me just say that right before I came on, now normally I take my little deck. Ow, I burned myself. Oh my gosh, that's significant. Okay. I take my little deck and then I flip through them. I'm never choosing the zodiac signs just by a whim. I use my little cards. Of course, by the end, I only have two left, so that's an obvious, okay? Now, I did just finish with the collective and that came out, but this is intriguing. So, normally, when I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, I think about it more so than practice it. And I heard, so my Scorpios. So, that is, let me know that this message is for y'all, my Scorpios. I am hearing, I gotta spread the news that if it feels it's good being used, oh, you just keep on using me. Hey, what do you say? Uh, until you use me up. Is that a bass? That shit hit. Okay. Then we got manipulation at the bottom. All right. Interesting. My Scorpios, y'all being manipulated. Y'all being used. Do y'all mind? Let me know. Okay. All right. So, my Scorps, we're going to get into this message. Okay, for now. That's what I just got. All right. Okay, my Scorpios. And then I just burned myself on this incense. If I was using my brain, I probably would have avoided. All right, so something about possibly you. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lord. I appreciate you so much. Okay. So I practice saying what I'm going to say in my head oftentimes because I got Neptune and Capricorn. So sometimes the shit that's supposed to make sense, sometimes I lose my train of thought. All right. And yeah, so that could be something significant. Somebody could come into your life often, or somebody could be in your life, okay? And they kind of just, something about they could be very elusive or like it's given like a forbidden fruit in a way, okay? Somebody could be extremely attractive, so much so that they might distract you or make you lose your train of thought in some way, shape, or form. So much so that like you're in a trance, okay? You'd like, look, whatever you want. I drink your water, your bath water, all types of waters. I drink all your waters. Let me know if y'all know a movie that's from and who, okay? Divine, I thank you in advance. As for clarity, protection, as well as progression and connection, I extend my gratitude and ask that my angels and guides protect my Scorpios and I on this vibe. Amen. I don't get old, okay? What's the message, okay? That if it feels this judgment, okay, you might be seeing through the thick of it all, okay? I'm not gonna take all them cards. I'm just not, okay? But okay, under the surface, you could definitely be feeling as if something is a little awry. You could also be very willing to be manipulated, okay? Bliss. Interesting. You like, look, pretty lady. That's what I just heard. What else? And then we got 9, okay? 9 is right before the 10, right before the ending. High Priestess. Okay, you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Scorpio. Not a Scorpio, a Cancer. My apologies. Okay. Something about a deep meaning, okay? I just got a text message, all right? Something about a deep meaning could be very significant. Love offer at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Girl, you just keep on using me until you use me up. That might be a guitar. I might be tripping. In my head, I was thinking of a bass, but I think that might be a guitar. Bliss and High Priestess. Yeah, somebody could be very striking visually, okay? Someone could also entice you by just how much they know. Okay, this person could be very knowledgeable. This could be you as well. You could be the one possibly capable of using somebody. Put it where it goes, okay? Yeah. Okay, the letter B could be significant, all right? And you could be knowledgeable about things that are relevant to the occult. You could be very knowledgeable when it comes to religion, when it comes to whatever's going on in the ethers, okay? Something about astrology could be significant, all right? Interesting. Oof. Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords for the situation. Very interesting, okay? But look, this Seven of Swords is stealing, but he's going right towards the Queen of Swords, okay? So you could be, or someone around you could be capable of mental and manipulation, okay? Or someone is saying that you are, okay? This could be someone else as well. Yeah, someone could say that you are definitely stealing some type of intelligence. AI could be significant. Computers could be significant. Now, this is bonkers. Because the song came to me when I was like, sometimes I have to delete some videos in order to make sure that I don't have to snip and cut. I do not like to edit, baby. I like to run all the way through, okay? But sometimes, storage may get full and stuff like that. So as I'm going to the videos and stuff, I found this video of my son dancing. And man, when I say he was jigging to that song. And so I'm like, it just would not leave my head. Now, sometimes I can have a song in my head and I tap in and then the song disappears and is replaced with another one. But sometimes I see and hear things because it is a part of the message, okay? So when I asked, I'm like, Most High, is this relevant to the message? And I got the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Cups, okay? Someone could be trying to deter you from this new love offer, okay? Someone could be even, all right. Someone could be even trying to defend this new love. Someone could be trying to defend you, or you could be trying to defend someone, okay? But it really feels like in the song, it feels like people around you, around this person, feel like somebody has someone's head gone, okay? Because even at the end, the last verse, he pretty much said, you mistreat me and you speak to me bad in front of your colleagues and things of that nature. But girl, when you do the things that you do, I forget about it, essentially. You know what I mean? Nine of Wands, yeah. Somebody might be encouraging you to have stronger boundaries or to not be so gullible, okay? This could be the other person. What's my Scorpio's energy? Oh, you just keep on using me, yeah, until you use me up. Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. You could be under some type of illusion. I don't know if it's necessarily bad though. With the Seven of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups, like I said, this person could bring a lot of knowledge to the table. This person could oftentimes teach you about different things, okay? This person could definitely be teaching you about relationships, all right? Could be giving you new information about relationships, okay? This could also be an option that you may be currently having, okay? Seven of Cups and the King of Cups, yeah. This could also be how to, because that's what I was going to say, how to handle relationships, or even how to handle and or govern your happiness, all right? Six of Swords at the bottom. What's the advice for my Scorps? Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, all right? This feels like waiting energy, waiting for the other shoe to fall, okay? The Emperor and the Five of Cups. Very interesting. Okay, the Emperor and the Five of Cups. So this could be in Aries, all right? Doesn't have to be. Ace of Wands, though, at the bottom of the deck. Until you use me up. This could also be you possibly needing to be in your power in order to avoid some type of Five of Cups, okay? Or you turning the other cheek and not necessarily recognizing that this is the path that you're headed down, okay? A path of disappointment, a path of grief, a path of sadness, all right? Don't have to be. Do I want to use these? I'm going to clarify. Yeah, the Empress and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Swords. You may be kind of eager to work with someone simply because you have been alone for so long. Guess I'll use these. Thank you. Yeah, Three of Swords, okay? You could have dealt with some type of pain, or you could be heading towards some type of pain. Put that where it goes. You could have also been a little blocked off when I see this Seven of Swords, okay? Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords. What is this, Lord? Until you use me up. Oh, you learned your lesson. You learned your lesson about a family dynamic, or about something about money could be significant, okay? Or this person could be trying to teach you something about how to adequately thrive within a familial dynamic. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, okay? Six of Swords, how to move on past arguments, or how to move on past just different things. And this is the thing. What goes on in a relationship, if it's done right, only you two or three or four should know, okay? So sometimes people don't judge me, yes. Sometimes people are judging from the outside looking in, confirmation on my phone, and they really don't know what's going on. So because people don't always know what is going on, they tend to fill in their gaps with judgment, okay? Especially if they've never had it before, or especially if they are used to somebody could be used to you speaking on your relationship more. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is right here, and the Hanged One, okay? Somebody's like waiting for you to say what it is that's going on. What makes this relationship so valuable, okay? Or even what makes this person so valuable, or this is someone on your person's end, okay? Ace of Cups and the Seven of Wands, please. Whew. Nine of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Moon, something that is hidden, all right? And or intuition. I did say something about a Cancer. Cancer could definitely be significant. The Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, you may be just very protective of this relationship because you've known that if you talk too much, if you overreact, if you overgive any information, I heard explicit, any explicit information, then 9 times out of 10, it could crumble due to the fact you have people in your ear, or you have people that are seeking your person, okay, simply because you have them, or simply because sometimes I guess people feel like people in relationships look even better. I don't know. I never understood that. Nine of Cups in reverse. It's like you're trying to protect your happiness in a way, okay? Three of Pentacles, you don't want to work with anybody. And with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's almost like you don't feel the need to be guarded towards this person, but you do feel the need to protect what is yours at this time, okay? Okay, can I have one more? Until you use me up. It feels like, okay, I heard a video from Cardi today. She said, the magician, she said, the heart isn't done until the heart is done. Okay. Ace of Cups at the bottom. The heart isn't done until the heart is done. And the Magician. So it feels like you are trying to manifest a different result when it comes to this relationship. Okay. Or simply when it comes to your happiness. All right. 7 plus 10, that's 18. Well, that's 8. 17 plus 7 plus 1. Sorry, sometimes I jump the gun. But yeah, that's 8. Knight of Pentacles. You've taken a long time to get here, or it's been a long road, okay? And now that it feels as though you are happy, the Tower, now it feels as though you are happy. You do not want to risk someone coming in again. Dang, it disappeared. Oh, it fell somewhere. It had to. I just saw it. Oh. Tower moment, okay? This is Mars energy. Mars energy with the Emperor as well over here. Yeah, it feels as if you're trying to stop the rapture, stop something from falling, so to speak. Three of Swords, okay? It feels as if you don't want to be heartbroken by your doing. You don't want to be heartbroken by anyone else. And you also don't want to be alone, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that you're just in it just because you don't want to feel alone, but that could be a small part, okay? Seven of Cups. Knight of Pentacles comes right back out. Yes. Seven of Cups. Oh my gosh. And the King of Wands, Ace of Swords. It's something about you being knowledgeable about how many people that you have, how many options that you have, okay? This could also be a little bit of clouded judgment, all right? With this Knight of Pentacles. Let me get one more. Slowly but surely, someone may be chipping away at you. Three of Swords comes back out again, okay? Someone may be chipping at you. Or, okay, let me keep going. Page of Pentacles. Six of Cups, okay? I just heard New Age. Interesting. Ten of Cups, I love when they clarify themselves in this way, okay? This could be somebody from your past, okay? It says, please save me. Interesting. All right. Interesting. This person, you may look at this person as saving you, or this person could look at you as saving them in some way, shape, or form. Regardless, it kind of feels as though, just like the song, he feels as if he's receiving something that is adequate enough for her to benefit from, but he's also benefiting as well, okay? Something about the breaking up. Oh my goodness. The Page of Pentacles comes out as, so this is something that you could be learning something new about a past relationship or a past life person or something like that. Yeah. Page of Wands, okay. Taking small but mighty action. Is that what I'm getting? Everything is fine. Something could have ended in the past and then it came back. I heard regroup. And then it came back into fruition, all right? And this time, and now it's like, okay, last time this happened, this time this not gonna happen, okay? So you could be keeping your information to yourself as well, yeah. Eight of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. At one point in time, some type of communication broke you guys up in the past. Ace of Wands again, some type of action could have broken you guys up in the past. You could have been gloating about this person, or it seems as almost like maybe you were too happy and somebody came in and took your, yeah, the Empress was just popping out, yeah. You could have been very expressive about how this person made you feel or something like that. Doesn't have to be in the past, okay? This person could just be coming in teaching you something new or something more about you, okay? Or something new about yourself, okay? This also has something to do with children. Doesn't have to, but I keep getting pages, all right? Could be fresh, could be new, could be children. Put it where it goes. You could have known this person when you were a child. Okay. And there's something to do with, okay, maybe how you grew up. Something about your mother could be significant. Somebody could have had like a very distant mother. And so you had to learn, you learned that the familial dynamic is different than what you actually want it to be. Maybe even different than what this person is showing you, okay? And so because judgment. And so because it's not necessarily what is normal for your family or normal for your friends, of course they're going to think that it's a bit weird, okay? Never again, that's what I heard. Eight of Wands, Five of Swords, Eight of Cups. Yeah. Somebody could have started a new family. It doesn't have to be this person. It could be something from the past. Queen of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles. You could have watched your mom wait for a person, or your father. Put it where it goes. Tarot doesn't really have genders. It has energy. So you could have watched a parent wait for somebody else to come back, okay? The Lovers. It's all about the choices that you make, right? And justice, okay? Yeah, somebody could have married someone that they were dealing with outside of the relationship. Seven of Cups, okay? Seven of Cups again with that confusion. Six of Swords. Somebody definitely could have left the family. Devil, okay? Due to temptation or something like that. Maybe even obsession. All right? And so maybe that has clouded your judgment or relationship thought process since. Okay? And this person may be coming in. Oh, you may be aloof as to how or in what way this person could be using you. There's a Sagittarius here, somewhere shaped, somewhere. Somebody could just be in a fiery like energy. Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Knight of Wands, okay? Yeah, Nine of Swords. Three of Cups. Somebody may be dealing with somebody else. Or this just could be past energy. Man, the Empress, okay. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little confused. Yeah. Hello, Wings. Somebody's an earth angel. Or someone's angels are heavily invested in this situation. Bliss and Priestess. Oh, you could be telling someone that whoever it is that they are dealing with, it's an illusion, okay? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands could be sometimes considered like Queen of Wands, you know what I mean? Someone very attractive for one, very confident, also very much so. Could be, doesn't have to be. But could be behave as if she is single or act single or what have you. And then this Four of Pentacles and the Temperance. I was going to say grounded, all right? Knight of Wands. Somebody could be really holding on to their desires at this time, all right? There's a whole lot of wands with in a water reading, you know what I'm saying? Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, okay? If you continue to wait on this person, it's really feeling as if you might eventually find that you are the one with the burdens, okay? Waiting for someone is causing nothing but burdens, all right? This Queen of Wands energy doesn't have to be a man or a woman. It could be a man, all right? But it feels as if this person is grounded in their desires and their passions, all right? And they may not be letting it go. Whatever it is that gives them happiness, this could also be you, Scorpios. Let me be clear, because I ain't seen no person, all right? So you may be the person that they are say is the user, all right? But it feels as if that's the case, it feels as if that this could definitely be more so protective, all right? Yeah, Knight of Swords, okay? Then we got the I said Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords, okay? Yeah, the Hanged One. You could be leaving someone hanging. You could have multiple lovers at this time. You could have multiple options, all right? Because you fear waiting for someone or you fear giving all of yourself to the wrong person, okay? You could also be with the Seven of Wands, protecting your self-peace and your self-love. You need to make sure that whoever is in your life is adding to it, not necessarily taking away. Okay? And if they're going to take away, they better go ahead and double what they're giving you. Seven of Pentacles, please. Don't tell me. Seven of Swords again. Seven of Swords is over here with the Queen of Swords, okay? And the King of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is over here. You could feel as if someone has manipulated a person away from you, okay? I know this kind of feels like it's everywhere. It's probably because I'm speaking to more than one person, but with the Ten of Cups, things keep clarifying themselves, all right? Seven of Swords, and you could feel as if someone is definitely in your energy, and maybe whatever they are giving to you or they aren't giving to you, they are giving to someone else. Someone who is a little more detached than you are, and they could be blaming your ambition towards everything else. Someone could be saying that you aren't as nurturing or invested as you once were, simply because you are more so grounded, okay, following your passions and desires. But when you were overly open and giving to them, yeah, Five of Wands. And now this person may feel validated and putting you in some type of competition, okay? Yeah. It does feel like if you are waiting for someone, my Scorpios, then you might be waiting, yeah. It feels like you're holding it in too. If you are upset, holding it in. The Hanged One, okay? You're being held up in some way, shape, or form. Even though you might not be showing it, okay? Knight of Cups. Yeah, somebody is definitely leaving to give to someone. Clarify this Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the King of Cups, okay? This is someone taking action. I also just heard bestowed, all right? You may have been given something to, this sounds crazy, something to work on, all right, to kind of take your mind off of something, okay? Because with the Seven of Cups, you could have been a little confused about something, so you picked up a new a new task, a new skill, a new hobby, all right? And now that is kind of putting you more so in your happy energy. One more for the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. Ace of Swords, and everything is fine. Yeah, but that still doesn't negate from the fact that you're unhappy in some way, shape, or form, or that you are being held up. Three of Cups. That still doesn't negate that somebody got something else going on the side, okay? Interesting. The Emperor and the Five of Cups. Yeah, and I just saw the Chariot. The Emperor and the Five of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Now look. And the Page of Wands. Now look. This is interesting. And the Ten of Wands at the bottom. Someone could have had a child that they were sneaking and investing in, or that someone could have an ex that they were giving money to, while you could have possibly been waiting, okay? Waiting for something, waiting for money, waiting for a kid of your own or something like that, all right? And with this Emperor right here, and did I just, okay. Gullible. I keep hearing gullible. Somebody might feel like you're gullible, okay? Like they come in, get what they want from you, and then they leave and give their actual efforts towards someone else, all right? North node, south node, unbothered. Like I said, somebody's behaving, you may be behaving like it's unbothered. It's not unbothering. It's not bothering you, but it could definitely be. And with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse, once you stop giving a fuck, excuse my language, once you stop giving, and once you deem this as an attempt that didn't work out, and you stop putting in some type of effort, this person might now look at you. Because look, the Emperor is looking at this Ten of Wands and at this Seven of Pentacles, which is all the way over here with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Whoo, yeah, Two of Pentacles. Somebody could make it seem as if, okay, so with this use you up type of energy, now it's kind of feeling like this person could be getting used outside of the relationship, and now the train is going. This person could be getting used outside of the relationship, and you're trying to let them know, hey, this person is using you for money. Look, Five of Pentacles, this person could be bleeding you dry. This person could be draining you emotionally. But because there's something, Nine of Pentacles, because there is something that they might have to do if they have a child or if they have investments tied in with this other person, it feels as if they kind of put you on the back burner, all right? But they don't see that they have possibly been being used, okay? And so with that being said, they won't see it until, or this could be, them using you and doing other things, all right? It doesn't feel as if they're going to acknowledge it or realize it until you stop giving so much. Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands, yeah, they're going to act blind to what it is that you are carrying on your own, okay? Knight of Swords, they may even be a little abrasive with how they are speaking to you. Somebody could also be kind of hot and cold. Something about running water could be significant. Somebody could be acting like a faucet. A lot of people misinterpret the man being the head as being the authority. In Greek language, there is a word used for authority, and they didn't use it in the Bible. Okay, my right ear is ringing. Interesting. In the Bible, is meant to the head, like the source of the fountain, the source of the water, meant to be a source, not necessarily lead nothing. Okay, you're supposed to bleed, or not even bleed, but pour into, support. Okay, that's what a head is supposed to be. Supposed to protect, be the guys over. All right. The devil, Six of Pentacles. But someone may be so toxic that they feel as if they can be the head or the source to two different people, then that gives them even more power or something like that. I don't know if y'all heard, but I just heard a door. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. I just heard a car honk. Interesting. Yes, it's toxic to think that you only have a spouse to control them. Okay. Five of Wands, competition. Yes. Challenges. Yes. Possibly even internal struggle with strength here at the bottom. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So you're protecting your own love. All right. Interesting. Okay. One more closing out, Scorpios. This seemed all over the place. I mean, it seemed like y'all good. Ten of Cups and the Six of Wands, baby. Y'all good in the hood. Okay. Now, mind you, normally I would be doing it like this. So you will be walking away if you choose to walk away from this third party situation, whether it's a friend or another lover, or this person dealing with the child and the mother, or the child and the father. It seems like you might want to go ahead and choose thyself. I feel like I know that my collective are overgivers. So I feel like a lot of times my message is let it go and ride, because a lot of times I feel like in my past, I possibly held on to things too long because of the desire to love or to be loved. Okay. So I know that I have a very loving, devoted collective. Okay. Because I don't want it to just be like, oh, she always telling us to leave and da 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 da. It's just, how long you going to get used? Till you dried up and can't nobody else, like, you know what I mean? Until you're too bitter to love again, or until you give up on love overall, or until you're literally 65 with however many kids and you don't even have the time to do something. And I'm not saying life ends at 50. I'm just saying, a lot of, they make it a big thing about older men going for younger, and it's because they want to take your prime years, your more energetic years, that nice little tight body. And I'm not saying that the older woman ain't packing because they is, but y'all get what I'm saying. Because where on God's green earth do you see a 60-year-old man collaborating, kicking it, having a cold one with an 18-year-old male, if they're straight? I'm just saying. So get out while you can is always my advice. Get out while you can. Once you realize, oh, you son of a biscuit eater, you're trying to take advantage of me, it's time to go. Because they're going to keep doing it. They're not going to understand that maybe you've set up boundaries. All they see is that you're still here, still dealing with their ass, okay? I love y'all, Scorpios. Don't get me to preaching, Lord. All right, closing out for my Scorps. My Scorps. Yeah, whatever it is that you are doing right now, keep focusing on you, boo-boo. Because the passions and desires, you never know how high you can go, how far you can go. And there are some people, men and women in this world, that want to dim your light and want to keep you in a little cage so that whatever power you have, they can get. Whatever love you have, they can get. And you don't even, I can't stand to see people who have lived however long and they look back like, I should have did this. I really wanted to. I still dream about doing this. Man, look, life's too short. I don't care if you're 150. Closing out for my Scorpios. You have seen my descent, now watch my rising. Breakthrough, success, overcoming all obstacles. Not this. This look like success to me. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. Anything else? I like this one. Live life as if everything is rigged in your favor. Have confidence. Keep the faith. You are supported. You know what's crazy? It's not crazy. It's incredible. 333. I saw it right before I hit record. Okay, so you are supported in whatever you do by your angels. I noted the angels in here. Okay, so if it's not working out for you, best believe that you will be guided. Almost imagine your guys just popping you up and the other guy catch you and they just keeping you moving forward, okay? But if you refuse to stay, if you refuse to leave, then how exactly are they going to propel you forward, my loves? Una más? Everything is rigged in your favor. That means that person cheating on you, rigged in your favor. Why, you might ask? Because you might be miserable. There is an ongoing skit that I keep seeing, and it's a woman that hates her husband. And you could just tell it's a skit, of course. But baby, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. She hates her husband, so he be irritating her. Take a leak. Don't you ever say that in public again. It's crazy. So, sometimes people take the trash out for you. I'm about to say, I know you fucking lying. Set your life on fire and seek those who fan your flames. Burn it up to the ground, I'm saying. Kindred spirits, passion, follow your heart. There are at least there's a lot of passion in this deck. So right now, or in this spread, so it really feels as though you may have been being used. Okay, Scorps? Okay. You may have been being used, but once you recognize it, you know better, you do better, okay? So go ahead, choose another path. Use yourself. Okay. Okay. Yeah, with this manifestation, all right. You could have decided that something was no longer what you wanted it to be, but you also could have manifested it in a way, okay? By consistently refusing to either leave or put up better boundaries or something like that. Could be very significant. I love y'all. I hope this helped. If you have any questions for me or would like a personal, check the description box down below. And as always, stay fly, aim high. Ciao, ciao.